So let's talk about the group Usual Suspects, right? You meet Tony, and what is your first impression of him?
I'm throwing the talent show. This is right before I meet Pun too. I'm throwing a talent show at a center that I grew up at. Because when I came home from jail, I started working at Tremont Community Council. And my boss at the time, his name is Tony Martinez. He wound up being the manager to Tito Nieves and Ray Sepulveda at the time. So before I throw this talent show, well, in the process of me throwing the talent show, I got people coming through for auditions. Tony's there trying to intimidate them by singing high notes. Whoever trying to go up in there singing like he gonna be at the talent show, because I'm only saying that because he never showed up to the talent show, and I'm telling him. So he did all of that stunting to not show up at the talent show, to intimidate other people. But fortunately, I had a good talent show. I had the guy from Shake From Your Mama there, gave you Big Nice. Red Alert was there, but I got the flyer too as well. So the flyer of it, of who showed up. I had like 23 acts. Alicia Keys' group, the Steppers, won second place. I remember that. It was another R&B group. They tried to do something. They were Spanish, so it was a 4-man group. They tried to do something. So as well. And I don't want to go fast forward. When I did get a chance to sit down with Pun at that gym, I'm realizing I should have had them in contract. And that's when Pun was telling me he was going to sign Cuban.
Okay, so but you meet Tony. Like, what is your impression of Tony at that time, though?
At that time, all right, I was a counselor up north, so I was able to put up with a lot of stuff that a lot of people would have ran from. Tony was a difficult person to put up with, but now me knowing why, because I think he has like ADD or something like that. He can't stay still, basically. And with him can't stay in,
ADHD?
yeah, ADHD. With him can't stay in still, he's constantly into something. Because us fast forwarding with me first meeting him, saying this, when we're in the meetings as a group, we could be in the meeting downtown anywhere. Tony would actually touch something off this man's desk while we talking in the meeting. And say, oh, I like this in the middle of the meeting. Like he would actually do something crazy that interrupts what we're talking about, or he was always not really paying attention, basically.
Mm.
And that's my little brother, man, at the end of the day. But it's ups and downs in any relationship. But I kept him alive. I kept him safe from the streets, to be honest with you. I kept that boy safe when people was on his head.
So what was the relationship like with him? It was more like you were kind of like a mentor in certain ways then, or just like an older brother, like a protector?
Being that we had the all right. So fast forwarding it, before I started the label, I should have went into that. We had this company called Down for Life Entertainment, which we was just throwing parties. So it was a group of guys from Queens, Bronx. We running around throwing parties. In the middle of us throwing parties, come up with the idea that we should be performing at the parties. And that's when me, Tony Sunshine, and Chance, that's what we started doing.
As Usual Suspects, right?
Right. When we so when we got up with Sean from the Force MD, we had another opportunity to leave, but we stood loyal to him at the time too as well. Because from Violator Records, I had a friend, his name is Fred Lover, and Derek. They was a part of Violators. And they took us to Chris Lighty, and we had a meeting with Chris Lighty, and he wanted to give us a demo deal. He wanted us to use his production at the time. And before going in the meeting, that was the whole thing. Sean was like, "You already know what's going to happen, y'all. They're going to love y'all. What they're going to do, they're going to say, yo, we want to use our production." So I was still iffy on it, but what had me change my mind in the meeting when Chris Lighty said, "Yeah, we gave LL something to use, and he didn't do it fast, and we gave it to Foxy Brown, and she did it." So I asked him one question. I said, "Yo, we do these 4 tracks, these 3 tracks. Who keeps the music? Like, is y'all music? Like, we don't get to use this music, or like y'all get to do it, this idea and just give it to someone else?" And he got quiet because he didn't think I was gonna say something like that as an artist. So we was a little advanced walking in that art as artists, and I only say that because as time went on, I worked with Rough Riders too, and it was a guy named Phenomenal, and he used to do videos for Rough Riders with Bishop, and I'm in the E video. I'm in love with a man. I'm the one playing basketball with the orange jersey on with the white shirt wrapped around his head. I think Choke No Joke is in the playing basketball with us too at the time. Phenom used to tell me and my friend Chance, this is when Tony started going with Terror Squad.